Good morning, Delaware. I am not Nicole. I am not Molly. I am Hannah Simpson. Nicole.
Yay. Hello,
Oh,
Hannah.
that's so nice of you. So nice, so nice. Nicole and Molly are busy this morning. They had some other business that they had to attend to, and so I get the wonderful privilege of hosting Off the Shelf.
Yay.
I am Hannah Simpson. I am a communications specialist at the Delaware County District Library. And helping me today is the newest member of our communications team, Matt Davis. Matt, welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Matt's been with us a whopping 4 days, and it has been just an absolute joy to have Matt on the team. How's it been going?
Not bad, but nothing like being thrown to the fire. It's like the first week. Guess what? You're going to go on the radio. Wow.
You're a star, Matt. And along with Matt, we have our guest today, Saundra with Preservation Parks. Hi, Saundra.
Hi, Hannah. Hi, Matt.
Hello.
Yeah. All right. So the way this starts every week, as normal, we talk about what we do best. Books. This is our last live show of 2025. And so we're going to talk about some of the books that came out this year, any favorites, things like that. Matt, did you have a favorite book that you read this year?
My favorite actually has to be an Adam Savage book. It's kind of like the biography form. It's Every Tool is a Hammer.
Okay, so who is Adam Savage? Give us a little bit more on that.
Adam Savage was one of the hosts of Mythbusters.
That's what I thought.
Yep. And he also has a YouTube channel called Tested.com. And it is an amazing channel. And I started watching it when it first came back after they had left Mythbusters. And man, it's such a great show. All the different crafts and the makers. It's more of a maker piece of it. So he's always doing these things. He has a background where he worked for Industrial Lights and Magic.
Nice.
So
is he the one with the mustache and the cool hat?
No,
it's the other one. Okay,
it's the other one. It's the redheaded guy that slowly went bald and it's now white and mostly bald. Yes,
good for him. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, tell us more about the book.
The book really goes into his kind of his life as a maker and kind of a little bit of the history. He talks about his dad was an animator for Sesame Street.
Aww.
So there's a little bit about that, how he was always around all of those different people who were making things, the Muppets, movies, and all of that. So for him, this is kind of a walk through memory lane as he incorporates some of those learning skills that you have with being a maker and the ideas of, failure is a good thing.
Yes, making and creating and that sort of thing.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. That's a really interesting way to look at the world as a creator and beyond just the work that you do, but how it informs the rest of your life.
Exactly. And the idea is just keep trying. Failure is a good thing. Just keep learning from those failures and try to keep passing it on. It's not about just holding on to it yourself. It's bring people along with you. Teamwork. If someone has an interest in it, hey, come on, let's go. Let me be with you.
As a wise woman once said, failure brings you freedom. It was Taylor Swift.
We got a Swiftie here.
Oh, yes. Matt does not understand the depths. He has not learned yet the depths of my Swiftiedom. That is not what this show is about. You guys want to? You should give me a show about Taylor Swift.
You come in sometime. We'll talk about it. That's right. Nice and early. Lord. I'd get up early for that.
Yeah. That's what I thought. The best book I read this year, I actually read it 1.5 times, is called When the Going Was Good by Graydon Carter. If you don't know who Graydon Carter is, he was a very famous, well, he's still alive. He's still with us and doing a really cool project right now. Graydon Carter was the Vanity Fair editor, the editor-in-chief for many, many years during sort of what he considers the golden ages of magazines. So like in the mid to late 90s through, and he left in like 2021, I want to say. And he is the man who sort of cultivated the Vanity Fair Oscars party, and he talks about journalistic standards and how he picked stories and how they put it all together. And he just talks about what culture and writing and journalism is, and it is just fascinating. And he also talks about, he had a brownstone in New York in Soho that when he first moved to New York that he paid $600 a month for the whole thing. And it's like, he's like, I wish I had, it was rent controlled. I wish I had never moved out. And
Wow, $600.
for a brownstone in New York. But it's very, I read it the first time and then I listened about halfway through when I was on a trip this fall because he reads it himself. And it starts, with his life growing up in Canada and being a boy who was curious and how his curiosity drove him to become interested in writing and reading and who we are as a people and the culture. And if you really ever loved magazines, the tangible, holding those in your hands, he was also, it opens on this great anecdote about the day that they published Vanity Fair is the one who broke the Deep Throat identity. Oh. And so he talks about like the reporting they did on that and how they got confirmation from Woodward and Bernstein and that sort of thing. And it's just so cool. And it feels like, especially when you're listening to it, that you're just sitting at the restaurant he happens to own in New York, having it over a glass of wine. He's telling you all these stories. And so it was just really wonderful. And I highly recommend if you're looking for something to kind of remind you like culture and who we are and how it all plays in from every corner of yes, it's movie stars. Yes, it's politics, but it's also the stories we tell. And that's how magazines were. I miss magazines.
Yeah, right. What were those? Magazines? Yes. Glossies and everything.
All those subscriptions that my kids would come home and say, "Hey, Dad, can you sign up for this?
Yeah,
we're having a fundraiser."
That's how they do the DC fundraisers when I was in school. And there are also, over the year, lists and awards and stuff like that. The Fiction Pulitzer Award in 2025 went to James by Percival Everett. That has been read by, I believe, at least 2 of our book clubs. Are either of you familiar with James by Percival Everett?
No.
It is told by it's kind of a retelling of Huckleberry Finn through you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Well, no one here's going to correct me if I'm wrong. The slave who goes down the river with Huck and Tom.
Okay.
It's told, Big Jim, I think is his name.
Is that it?
So
Yeah, not sure.
James. So Percival Everett won the Pulitzer for that. It is an excellent book club choice because of it deals with themes of perspective and America in the 1830s or so. Huckleberry Finn is such a classic tale.
It is.
And Mark Twain is so funny, and so there's lots of that. And then, do either of you track your reading at all?
Sadly, no. But my wife is a very, very avid tracker of her reading.
Do you know what she uses?
Right now she's using a journal.
Oh,
so one
classic.
of her, her sister was like, "You need to start journaling the books that you read," and so she's got this little journal that she starts putting in, what she's reading, what she thought about it. She's bedazzled it now.
I love that. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
really great.
and she says she loves going back and going, "Oh, I forgot about that book."
Mm-hmm.
But she's also that reader that can read like 2 or 3 books at the same time and keep everything straight. My brain doesn't work that way. So, but from a journal standpoint, that's my wife.
I love that. I will listen to a book and have a separate one that I'm reading on my Kindle or in person. But a lot of people use online trackers. There's Fable is one. Storygraph is the one that I use because I am a spreadsheet girly. And so I like to have, and it'll spit out the stats that you 40% of the books you read were audio. You read all of these authors. Goodreads is probably the most popular online tracker, and they just announced their award winners. And so here are some of the fiction title was Frederick Bachman, My Friends. If you're familiar with Frederick Bachman, he is the Beartown, and A Man Called Uva. They're very heartfelt, but they're all set in Sweden. Taylor Jenkins Reid won with her new book Atmosphere for historical fiction. It's about a female astronaut in the 80s. Mystery and thriller is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. And what's nice about the Goodread Awards is that they're reader voted And there are all of the different categories, the different genres. So there's a winner for romance. There's a romantasy winner, which has been a genre that has just absolutely popped off in the last 2 or 3 years. There's fantasy, science fiction, horror, even all the way down to young adult fiction and things like that.
Do they do biographies?
Yes, history and biography. This year was, those used to be 2 separate categories. They've now been morphed into one, and it was How to Kill a Witch. It is a little blurry. And the Patriarchy's Guide to Silencing Women. That's what history
wow.
won. It's about witch hunts in the 1600s.
Okay.
So that's what that one's about. Memoir might be kind of another one. House of My Mother, which is by Sherry Frankie. She was the child of a momfluencer, one of those parenting and who was arrested. Ruby Frankie was arrested for child abuse.
Oh.
And so her daughter has written a book about that.
That would be an interesting read.
Yes, I wonder if she reads the audiobook too. That would be an interesting listen. There's something very powerful about authors telling their own stories. So that's kind of our wrap up on books we've read in 2025. And when we get back, we're going to talk to Saundra about winter at Preservation Parks. Brr.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cold.
If my husband's listening, he's going to say, "Is it cold in here?" I say, "Yeah, there must be some toros in the atmosphere."
Oh.
That's a reference to Bring It On, one of the greatest movies of the beginning of the century. That is a cheerleading movie.
Is it a cheerleading movie?
It is.
Oh.
Don't get me started. I'll
And
do
it's
the
a
whole
great
thing.
cheerleading movie.
Yes, it is, Matt.
Well, one of our own from Delaware is actually in that.
Oh,
Yes, Claire Kramer.
I'm not familiar with
Yes.
Claire.
She's
Claire-
in the movie?
Yes, she's in the movie. She is one of the main cheerleaders in that. She was also Glory on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
Yes.
How about that? You know, Nicole is a big Buffy fan, so you may have just absolutely rocked her world.
Ooh,
So,
really?
yes, if she does not know that before, you'll have to share that with her
Uh-oh.
when she gets back from Disney, because that's where Nicole's going next.
She's listening to us right now, probably going, what?
Yes. We'll get a little chat on our phone. Our phone's going to ding here in a second. But anyway, our guest today is Saundra from Preservation Parks.
Welcome.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on Off the Shelf.
Yes, we love having our friends from Preservation Parks here. You know, a lot of people think of parks and when the weather's nice and it's beautiful, but there are so many amazing things to do in the parks all year round, and you have 2 incredible programs in the winter. So something that we do at the library in the summer is the summer letterboxing, and there is a winter letterboxing. You want
Yes,
to tell us a
there
little bit
is.
more about that, Saundra?
Yes, the winter letterbox is such a great opportunity to get out in the parks while it's you need to get out because it's dark and it's cold. So
Get a little stir crazy,
Get
a
a
little
little-
cabin fever.
So the Winter Letterbox is a scavenger hunt through 5 of our parks, and it's geared for adults and kids alike, and you can do it anytime that you are in the parks between now and mid-March. And
fun.
It's great. So you register. It's free to register. You can register online or at any Delaware County library branch, and you'll get a beautiful booklet of clues, which
Yes.
details where in which parks, which preservation parks the signs are located in, and you can go anytime, like I said. And then once you're in the parks, you'll follow the clues, and each scavenger hunt in the parks will give you some natural history tidbits as you find the letterbox sign.
Learning through adventure.
It totally is. And our nature education theme for 2026 is what lies below.
Ooh.
So all of the scavenger hunts in all 5 parks reveal something that lies below, whether it be the geology of the park or the moss under feet, or maybe the tracks that you might discover
Fascinating.
on your way to find the letterbox sign. It's not a box in the winter because that gets covered with snow.
Yes.
So we've been creative, and we have these signs that's their destination. The signs will have a set of words and a number on it. And as you go to all 5 parks and collect those words, you can unscramble the words to make a saying or a proverb.
How
and that is your key
fun.
for the amazing surprise prize award.
And you can win a prize?
Yes, of course. You have a really cool prize for your family or your kids, and which you can pick up once you have the saying revealed. at the Nature Center at Deer Haven Park or at the Gallant Farmhouse.
Yes, that is. The prizes in the summer can be picked up at the library, but not in the winter.
Okay, well, that's good
Or
to know.
they used to be available in this, but they're not at the library because
Yeah.
we do occasionally get families coming in looking for their prizes, and we say no.
Mhm. And
They're at our friends the parks. Go to
Yeah.
Gallant, go to Deer Haven. Gallant Farm is so beautiful. Have you ever been there, Matt?
Oh, I've been there. My kids love. We've been to Gallant Park. We've been to Shale.
Shale Hollow.
Hollow. Park?
Yes. So yeah, my kids like that. We did the summer letterbox a couple of years ago. My kids absolutely loved it.
It's really it's an adventure for them. They don't realize they're learning sometimes because they're having so much fun.
Yeah, and it's just so nice to have an adventure that's kind of ongoing throughout the cold season that compels you to get out and explore the parks with your friends or your little ones. And
And
Yeah,
so
it's
getting
just nice.
out in the winter is also the goal of the second program at Preservation Parks, which is the Winter 100.
yeah, this is a walking challenge. The Winter 100 prompts people to walk 100 miles
Or 100 kilometers.
or 100 kilometers, which was 62 miles. So if 100 miles seems intimidating, you can do the kilometers. But you
I think I'll
have
do the
three
kilometers.
3 months to do it. It starts. You can register now, but the time is between January 1st and March 31st. And so you basically have 90 days to walk 100
Yeah.
miles. But, it doesn't walk itself. You really
really gotta get out there and do
when
it.
it's like a decision between watching another show on the couch and getting outside with your jacket and walking, it takes something to make that choice.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that it gets people outside in the winter more than possibly they would have been outside. And that's the kind of comments we get on Facebook. It's like, wow, I haven't been outside in the winter this much since I was 7 years old.
Well, and
people
there's a
say.
saying in Scandinavia saying that there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing.
Yeah.
So it's a challenge to me. I mean, there are great winter weather clothes that you can get out there and enjoy.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
beautiful outside
and
in the
Winter
winter.
100 doesn't need to be walked within the preservation parks. It can be walked. It's your 100. You can walk it in your neighborhood or at any park or in the mall or even on a treadmill. We want to compel people to get out in the parks, of course, but getting active during these cold, dark days of winter is just very important.
It's crucial to your mental health as well as your physical health.
Yeah, it
It
keeps
is.
you active. It keeps you going. And honestly, I mean, as the winter comes in and the snow is falling, it's amazing how beautiful the parks are. I mean, yeah, it's great. Like in the fall when you see all the beautiful colors on the trees as it's changing, but the parks are just as beautiful with the snow on them, especially when you have those thick, fluffy snows that are just hanging off those trees. It's
Pillowy,
beautiful.
it's
It
gorgeous.
is. It's picturesque. We're so lucky in Ohio to have these 4 seasons.
And Preservation Parks has got so many beautiful, beautiful parks. There's something for
We
everyone.
have 14 parks around the county and more
And
on the way,
gorgeous.
which is amazing.
What's the next one that's coming up?
Yeah. Ooh, we put you on the spot.
It is. Well, we've already opened a section of McCammon Creek Park in Lewis Center.
Oh, off of Orange Road?
Yes.
Yes.
So coming up in 2026, more of that park will be open. And that houses the bicentennial barn
Yes.
that people can see as they're driving along 71 south towards Polaris. That is a historical renovation that we're doing right now. We're
That's
very excited
amazing.
about that.
Are they
Yeah.
adding more walking paths in that
Oh,
area
yes.
too?
There'll be lots
nice.
of trails. And currently, you can go to the section off of Orange Road. There's a parking lot and a beautiful mile loop trail called the Red Fox Trail. And actually, we have a story walk trail
Yes.
along that the libraries have partnered with us on.
So if
I
you
love
don't
that.
know what a story walk is, it's a book that we've bought several copies of, and we've had the pages, a picture book, and they're framed and they're placed along this path so that you can read the story as you walk along the path. It is great with little ones,
Yeah,
and you just get to take in the story as you enjoy the parks.
And it's another way for us to showcase our education theme, What Lies Below. The book currently is, Above and Below the Snow.
Oh, that's a good
so,
one.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. And then in the summer, we'll change out those stories as well.
Yeah, we also have them in the libraries, just around like the Imagination Garden or around the outside of the branch. But the ones at the parks are so beautifully well installed, and the nature of it all, and it's such a great joy to partner with you guys on that sort of thing.
Yeah, we love it too. In fact, we've bought more of those beautiful signs for other parks and other purposes because they're so professional looking and they last, and we love them. Thank you.
That's great. We love working with the parks, and we can't wait to watch you guys grow, and get us out in the parks, get us out and moving.
Yeah. Let's see. Coming up, we've got our New Year's Day hike.
Oh, that's a great way to kick off your Winter 100.
Absolutely. On 10 o'clock on January 1st, come to Shale Hollow Park and get a couple miles in and some hot chocolate. So that's a great way to start the new year.
And so when you join the Winter 100, it's not just sign up and walk. You also get access to community and some support.
There's a private Facebook group that the participants contribute pictures, and they encourage each other and network together on the Facebook group. And then there is a biweekly newsletter that promotes different walking opportunities. And we have wonderful partners that are promoting the Winter 100 to their staff and to their clients, including Willowbrook Christian Villages communities. Willowbrook is sponsoring the prizes for the Winter 100, and we've got like 14 other partner agencies. You can go to the website and see all of them listed. But we really appreciate the help promoting the opportunity, because the more the merrier.
So what is your website?
Preservationparks.com.
Awesome.
Yes, and I do believe we have it on our website as well. If not, it'll be going up soon. Some library updates. As we said, this is our last live show of 2025. Next week, we'll be sharing a holiday favorite from years past, as the entire communications department will be on vacation. So we will be. Let me start with the first program. We have a program next Tuesday, the 23rd. It is at Liberty Branch, the Teen Movie Marathon. We're showing Santa Claus 1 and 2 from 5 to 9 p.m. It's a double feature. You have to be a teenager. It's in the teen room, ages 13 to 18. Parents, hang out in the library while your kid's there, if that's what. We just want the kids to relax and enjoy a holiday movie. And then we will be closed all day on the 24th and 25th to allow staff to go over the river and through the woods to get to their families to spend a holiday with. And we'll be back open on normal operations on the 26th. And then on December 31st, one of the best programs of the year, New Year's Eve at 11:30 a.m. Bring the little ones. We'll be doing a short story time, and then we'll be dropping the balloons and the confetti and counting down to noon so that they get to celebrate the new year without breaching bedtime. It's going to be great.
It's going to be amazing.
It is gorgeous. It is fun. The joy is contagious. That is at 11:30 on the 31st. And then that afternoon, we close at 5 p.m. To let people get home so that they can start to celebrate the new year. And we are closed January 1st. And then we'll see you in 2026 on January 2nd. All right.
During that time, get your walking in.
Yes. Start to walk. Thank you, Saundra, for joining us.
My
Thank
pleasure.
You. Appreciate
I'll
it.
see you in the parks.
Yeah, see you in the parks. Matt, thanks for joining us this week.
Thank you.
For your first of many, I'm sure, radio off-the-shelf appearances.
Ooh, I hope not.
You were fantastic.
This was so fun,
This was
Hannah
fun.
and Matt.
This
Thank
was
you
fun.
so much.
Yes, I'm Hannah Simpson, and we will see you in the stacks.